Welcome to the grid. It is 7 o'clock Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, and 8 p.m. Eastern. It is Saturday night. We hope that you are having a fantastic night, and we want to make it fantasticer by giving you some of the best online improv comedy that money can afford. And this is a free show, so you get what you paid for. With that said, who is we? Let me have my cast turn on the cameras and wave at their adoring public. It is the members of the grid. Hello, everyone. How y'all feeling tonight?
Hey.
Hey. All right. We've got a special returning guest, John Brenneman, over from the west side of Chicago, western suburbs. Part of Musical Connections, part of a whole bunch of different things. How you doing tonight, John?
I'm doing well, feeling good. Nelson, feeling real good.
Well, we welcome you back to the grid. Who knows?
Thank you, sir.
You are now a featured player. You have been on the grid 3 times.
Oh my God, do I get my shirt?
You do not get a shirt, but you do get credit on IMDb.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, that's all I can
That's
offer.
something.
Yeah, that's something.
That's something.
We'll take that. Those of you who are watching in the comments, go ahead and put below what kind of T-shirt should we design for our feature players, and we will put that up for sale at our merch site, which I will talk about later this evening. Ron, Lisa, how are y'all doing tonight?
We're
Good,
doing.
very good.
Excellent. Much love. Three Moo is in the house. Three Moo plus one
Woo-hoo,
makes us a four Moo. What are we doing tonight? Tonight we are going to be doing some improv comedy based off your suggestions tonight. And speaking of your suggestions, we have one of the most stable people I've ever met. Rock bed of everything we do here on the grid. Miss Angela Heid is behind the scenes, controlling the stream, answering the chat, soliciting for suggestions. Angie, how are you doing tonight? Okay, excellent. Angie, we are looking for a number of things from the audience tonight. Do you have a list of suggestions we're looking for? Okay. Mm-hmm. Blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Objects and locations are our favorite things to pull from. So if you're in the chat, go ahead and throw some love to Angie, and also start putting some of those items into the chat. Angie's going to pull from those this evening. Speaking of this evening and pulling things, we are going to let you know what it's like to have to break up with us in a game called It's Not You, It's Me. But before that, we are going to take you back to the vaudevillian days of the actor arena, where improv really took off in a game called Hey Morty. Prior to that, Lisa and I are going to show you that we are the dopest MCs in the grid in a game called New Rhyme. Prior to that, we're going to play a classic game of Blind Line. It has nothing to do with sight, but it will be out of sight in this one. Before that, every one of us here has a degree of some sort, be it a college degree, a degree from the School of Hard Knocks, or just a degree of modicum of comedy. And we're going to show you what our college nicknames are in that game. Prior to that, Ron and myself, we are going to show you how versatile we are as actors in a game of style options. Prior to that, Lisa and John are going to show how good they can listen and how well they can act and put things together in a game called String of Pearls. But you know what? This is what I'm feeling tonight. I think we need to visit the angels and the devils in a game called Heaven and Hell, and this is how it works. I'm going to go ahead and ask my cast to turn their cameras off and to ask them to turn them on in this order, please. So if I can have Lisa turn on her camera, Ron, and then John turn on their camera. Excellent. So this is the way it's going to work. Lisa and I are going to be performing a scene in a location, and then Ron and John are going to be doing a scene in an opposite location, which Angie is going to provide in a second. And the only thing that these two scenes share is the physicality between them. It should be a lot of fun. So with that said, let's go to you, Angie. What location are Lisa and I in? Florida. And please give me, I'm so curious now, what is the opposite of Florida? Alaska is where Ron and John will be. Lisa and I are in Florida. Players, are you ready to play some Heaven and Hell?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go.
And begin. Oh my God, Misty.
Oh, just relax, Joey. It'll be all right.
I'm melting. I'm not used to this.
Joey, look at all the pretty flowers.
Look, let me ask you this question. When you invited me to come down here after our first online date, did you intend it for me to just be a puddle of water?
Well, I really didn't think Florida would be this hot. I mean, Look, there's flowers, there's water. We could go swimming if you want.
Switch. Why'd you tell me to put my tongue on that pole?
It's cold. It's a cold pole. I told you that tongue. Just try to whip your head back. Just whip your head back as hard as you can.
That's gonna tear my tongue apart.
You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. There's nothing you've ever said. There's nothing you've ever said that's worth that. No, you don't need it.
Are you telling me the romance is gone?
Every bit of it, right out the window. You know how much I like bear hunting here this time of year?
There's bears. How am I gonna get away?
Well, that's not my problem.
Switch. You mean this isn't legal here?
Everything is legal in Florida. Come on.
Okay, because I have a lot to deal with. I have a lot of anxiety and glaucoma, and this is the best way for me to deal with it.
Whoa. I didn't know when we got into this relationship that you had problems with your eyes.
Well, it's a degenerative condition. I've been suffering from eyesight for such a long time. In fact, I honestly thought you were a little bit more handsome than
you have eyesight. Don't tell me you have eyesight.
Oh, I can see much more clearly now, and I'm not quite sure this is going to work out.
Switch. Yeah. Bear thought he could get me, but now he's a rug.
That is amazing.
My tongue still hurt a little bit, but I killed that bear with my teeth.
See, I was right. You had to pull it off right there. And I still don't think there's a lot of stuff you say that's worth hearing.
You know what? Can you hear this really good?
Switch.
I solemnly swear that I will never, ever doubt your abilities again.
Thank you very much, because I was ready to walk out that door and never see you again.
What? How could you say that to me? I am the love of your life.
You have taken me for granted for far too long, and I'm too special for this kind of thing. It's not worth it to stay in Florida in a place that's so hateful.
Well, I do declare that this is just a mind-boggling to me. I have wondered, do you really care about me, or are you just here because I'm in Florida?
Do I care about you? I moved my entire life to be here with you.
That's right, you did.
This is everything.
Maybe you like what my hand has to say. Señor Wences, how is it doing? ¿Hablas español?
You say that very funnily. I think that maybe we could be good friends.
Oh, now you want to be amigos.
I want to be, yes, and it's really weird because we're the only two Spanish-speaking people here in Alaska.
Put them up. Put it up. Let's do this. First person to fall wins and stay.
I have never been challenged to a one-on boxing match before, but I'm game. I'll show you my true love.
I will defeat you.
I will knock you out and then make love. I will knock you out and then love you to death.
Help! Help! I've fallen.
Switch.
My lights are going out. It's getting dim.
Well, I told you don't go out on that ice.
Help me. Help me.
I don't think that's a good idea. I can't hear you. Can you speak a little louder?
I'm freezing my cojones off.
Switch.
Just take my hand. Take my hand. I'll help you. I'll pull you. I'll pull you out of whatever despair you go into, baby. I will pull you out.
I'm sorry.
I'm there for you.
I'm sorry.
Switch.
Come on, kiss my tongue and make a bella.
Dude, put it out there farther.
Switch.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I
Switch,
can't
switch.
kiss-
You bit me, you son of a bitch. You bit
It's
my pillow.
C! All right, if you enjoy what we are doing tonight, we encourage you to swing by our merch store. Yes, we do have merchandise for you. We have fantastic shirts, hoodies, all kinds of stuff up on our website, inproductionsllc.com. You'll see that right above, /merch. And if you go there, pick up a shirt. It goes a long way to making sure that we provide not only the grid, but also live showcases for you to enjoy. With that said, let me go ahead and get Lisa and John up on the screen for a game of String of Pearls. For this game, what's going to happen is that Angie is going to provide them a couple lines of dialogue, and they've got to navigate from one line of dialogue to another line of dialogue in this scene. So, Angie, what is the first line of dialogue for this scene? He's dead is the first line of dialogue, and they've got to do an entire scene to get to the very last line of this scene. What is that last line of dialogue? He's right behind me, isn't he? He's right behind me, isn't he? So he's dead to he's right behind me, isn't he? I'm very interested in seeing where this is going to go. Angie, what else are we looking for this game? What location are we going with on this one? Oh my gosh. Oh man, I wonder if we're going to get in trouble with the WGA here. Hopefully not. With that said, we're going from he's dead to he's right behind me, isn't he? And we're starting at the Drew Barrymore show. Players, are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
And lights up.
He was a good man.
He's dead.
But I'm talking about when he was not dead, honey.
Oh, I don't know why we got to speak about him. He's not in our life anymore, so why is he important?
He had a will that was as long as the day.
Tell me more about this.
Nice.
Well, I got to tell you about this thing that he said about you.
What?
Yes, he talked about you. You didn't know a minute of that, did you?
I did not know that. I did not know he even knew who I was.
He knew a lot about you. You
Well,
saw
that
that
just
hole
makes
in the
me
bathroom
upset.
wall? I'm sorry, ma'am.
It makes me so upset.
Well, just think about how much pleasure he had.
He had pleasure speaking about me?
The pleasure was all his. Did you see the hole in the bathroom wall?
I did. I was wondering about that, and I meant to speak about it, but then I simply forgot.
I am glad that you forgot, because that is where he spent most of his days.
He was in the little hole?
He was outside the hole looking in the little hole.
What?
Yes, and you were his vision.
He would watch me while I was in the restroom?
It was only like part of you, because it was a really small hole, so we had to keep like looking up and then looking down.
That's still
to get, like,
quite
the hole
upsetting.
again.
That's still quite upsetting.
Well, it shouldn't be. You should feel flattered.
No, I do not.
I think he would be sick right now. Just sick.
He'd be sick if he wasn't dead, huh?
Well, that's probably what happened, don't you think? It was you.
I don't know. You're just throwing me through such a loop. First, I
Well,
didn't even know he knew my name. Now you're telling me he watched me
yes.
in the bathroom.
Well, you did spend a lot of time in there, and I didn't want to talk to you about that, but you did spend an awful lot of time in that bathroom.
I have business.
Well,
Everybody has business in there.
well, business is good, and I thought that was really good that you had the telephone installed in there.
Well,
So you could
I
do
had to
all
take care of other
kinds of
business, you know, different type of business, you know,
Well,
like,
you got a lot. You give him the business, and that's what he really likes.
oh, all right. Now, what you're telling me is some man I don't rightly know, didn't even know he knew my name, would watch me while I was in the restroom, and you knew about this? My husband knew about this?
Did. Well, I can't believe that you're talking about our neighbor like you never met him. He was over all the time, but he always was behind something. Don't you remember he had that little piece of brick that he walked in with him, and he looked through that, like the end of it?
You know, I've been telling you for years, you have the strangest friends.
Well, he was good.
I don't say he's not good. I'm just saying that's strange to carry around a brick wall with you.
Well, he was a man that he liked his holes.
What?
He liked his holes.
What?
He
you
had
know how that
so many
sounds?
holes. Yes, he was a holer.
What?
Yes.
Okay. Now you're gonna have to explain this to me. What is a holer?
Well, I guess you're ready to hear it.
I think I am.
I don't know. Are you ready to hear it?
I'm telling you, I'm ready. And if you don't tell me what it is, I'm gonna walk out this house right now because I don't know that I even know you.
Well, let me ponder that. Tell you the story, or you walk out. That's you know what? I'm torn between both of those options.
How
I'm
can
gonna
you
have
be
to
torn?
think.
I am
I'm
your wife
torn.
of 35 years. How can you be torn?
Well, you gave me an option. It's the first time you've ever given me an option.
And it will be the last.
Well, then I think I've made my decision.
Then speak it.
Where you go right out that door, and I will be right behind you.
Oh, no. I did not invite you to come along with me. That has to be an invitation only. Look, are you going to tell me what a holer is? Because you have me baffled.
And that scene! $600?
Can't hear you, Ron.
Yeah, that's a lot for a Wetzel pretzel and lemonade.
That's what I'm saying, man. I know inflation is like out of control, but this shit's ridiculous, bro.
Yo, bro, you're worth it though, man. You're worth it.
Nah, man. Like, I know I'm worth it, but bro, working at Foot Locker, I don't make enough money to afford any of the food here.
And I don't have enough money to buy any shoes.
I think we can work something out, man. I mean, you got the hookup over at A&W. I can hook you up over at the Foot Locker.
Yeah, this lemonade sour and this pretzel salty. It's like constricting my throat.
Uh-huh.
Pause there. Angie, can I have a film genre? Ooh, you guys are a Netflix documentary.
Did you know that the fact is, whenever you decide that to have yourself a Foot Locker, there are children that die every single day making those confectionaries of foot attire. They die, and nobody gives a damn about them.
We must research this more deeply because I have never heard of confectionaries of footwear.
Oh, that is a term that